Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Dyker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Carey Heating and Air Conditioning.
Seven Racing, KQEG TV, along with Billy Doc Niles and Paul the Pigwood Riker. I'm Radio Man Dan Dyker. As we head into the month of September, it's like the month of champions, no matter where you look in auto racing.
It's probably one of the best parts of the season. Granted, it's the end of the season, but yeah, weekend specials all over the Midwest, and I love this. I love it. I mean, you had Rockford, Jefferson, Marshfield, Elko, that big one that he doesn't have color for it, but you can see what it is.
Cutbacks at the hotel, but I've got the official fan guide for the 50th Annual Oktoberfest race weekend. I cannot wait.
That's going to be fun.
Craytoberfest. That's Billy's new favorite division, Craytoberfest.
Craytoberfest. The 602 late models are going to be racing Sunday afternoon.
25 lapper.
Two lucky drivers. Two lucky drivers going to end up with two brand new 602 engines. So that's going to be pretty cool.
$4,000 motors, and I think one other individual gets a GUR to take home too. So would you like that Jim Rome thing I just threw there?
No, 100 GUR. A solid GUR for 25 laps.
$1,000 for you folks that don't realize what a GUR is.
Nice.
Like Penguin here has no clue who Jim Rome is.
I know who Jim Rome is.
You know, today's program is going to spotlight the entire Tomah Sparta Speedway, as we've got video results, as we normally do, from the races last weekend. And the 6 shooters were in full force last weekend. Of course, their sponsor out of Tomah threw up some extra bonus cash for whoever led on lap 8 and then won the feature, got extra money. We're going to replay some of that for you. And the modifieds. It's been a while since we've seen a different driver step away from the modified field like we did last weekend, but we're going to show you that as well. So we're going to start things off with the 6 shooters. Dan Fry, Matt Moore, starting in the back of the field as they normally do. They're going for the $80 and then the other $80. And they had to get past Justin Delap Sr. first, but you're going to see the last 2 laps here. They do that. And then, of course, it's going to be both of those guys fighting for the money. Dan Fry is going to take the bonus $80 as he was leading on lap number 8. But, well, there was some contact in turn 4. Last lap between the 2 buddies. Moore and Fry collide. Al Bartos comes around, wins the feature and the $80.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Wow, what a steady Al Bartos.
That was a wild ending.
What'd you think of that?
That was a wild ending. That was crazy.
Matt admitted, excuse me, that he got into his friend as they were battling out of turn 4. Here comes Al Bartels in the right place at the right time. So Al takes the feature, first win of the year at the Tomah Sparta Speedway, and he takes home the bonus dollars. Modifieds, ooh, what a good one that was.
Yes, it was. Keenan Shaw started the pole. He got out to a big lead, but then, as David Hobbs would say, kablamo. That's how Rick DeVito's engine went in turn 1 with 4 laps to go.
Motor blew so fast, and I saw the side of the motor compartment on Facebook this week. It blew as he was heading into turn 1.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
All of it dumped right there on the front straightaway. The hole was like this big around.
Ooh.
Just a complete sharded mess.
Wow.
As he's heading into 1, there it blows. He spins twice, stops in turn 1. It was that fast.
Wow.
That was crazy.
Wow.
He's got, first of all, he's got to feel fortunate that he didn't go flying off the track, because that, that oil slick is, man, you get into that, it's like wet grass. You're not going to be able to stop. So.
And then Paul Brown and Brad Wiles got a chance to do something to Keenan Shaw in the final 4 laps on the restart, but surprisingly, Shaw pulled away, as you see here in the last 2 laps. He pulled away from Brown and Wiles, and that Pontiac Banshee of his claims his first ever modified win at Tomah.
I like that body style, and I like that purple number 11. Nice job to Keenan Shaw. The sportsmen were back out. And I tell you what, David Bornschreiger, everyone's on the hunt to knock this guy down. Billy's got a chance to win a championship at both Tomah and the Dells.
Yes, he does. Something in sports we haven't seen since the days of Kevin Noodleman back in the late 80s, early 90s. But Jason Backus, former track champion, would jump out to the lead of this one. Borntrager would get by DeBratz here early in the going. It would come down to Borntrager and Backus battling it out towards the end. Backus would take the lead for good from Borntrager for 6 to go and run away with this one for his 3rd win of the season. So for the 3rd time this season, Backus gets into victory lane. He gets to ring that TACU bell.
And of course, Borntrager still leads the points of both Tomah Sparta Speedway, as they've got championship night on Friday for those watching this on Thursday and Friday, and then the Dells as well. They race on Saturday. Hobby Stocks at Tomah Sparta Speedway. Pretty much been, they should have just renamed this division to just Andy Moore.
Yes. Yes.
In the Andy Moore class, Andy Moore started from the back. Andy Moore made his way through the field. Andy Moore watched several cautions come out, and then Andy Moore went on and picked up his 9th win of the season. Billy Doc Niles, you've seen this car at least once at La Crosse this year. That's a Burroughs race engine. That car is stealthy.
That hobby stock class at Tomah is tough to win in. The fact that Moore continues to win in it just makes it even tougher. I mean, and you got guys like Krieger, Bill Schott, guys like that. Yeah, and yet Moore continues to win. That just shows the dominance between him and his brother, no matter what hobby stock class they race at here in western Wisconsin.
Had an interesting Hornet race last Friday night, Paul the Penguin.
Yes, Rob Schliefer got behind the wheel of Alex Rude's Hornet car, took the lead early in the Hornet feature after Kenny Kraft blew a tire and hit the wall on the back straight. Mason Morphy powered by him and got the lead on the restart, and he's been really been improving throughout the season here. And then along came the Joker, Sean McCarthy here, taking the lead from Morphy here in the final few laps, and ends up claiming his 3rd win of the season.
He's having a great end of the season.
And no previous racing at Tomah for him.
To the mini stocks we go. This will be the 2nd straight week that NASCAR late model driver Mike Carlson has brought that, I want to call it the Bumblebee, the yellow and black number 5, a mini stock. Paul Finch did what he could to hold down the number 3, but couldn't do it 2 weeks ago. Mike Carlson does it again. He gets to ring the victory bell. And tell you what, he's just one of those guys. You just can't stop him from racing. Chaos event. Last one of the year, we crowned a champion. Bill.
Yes, we crowned a champion, and that 1 point was separating Fry and Murphy going into this one. As you see the last couple of laps here, not a 5 wide like we had last time, which would have been really cool, but still a fun one to watch to the finish. Burbach would cross the line second, making him the official winner. Right behind him was Murphy, and right behind him was Fry. Dead heat, tied. How do you figure this out? You go back to see who had the number of wins. Turns out Fry had a win. He is your Chaos Captain Chaos champion for 2019.
Season champion night is Friday night. Everyone's going to be driving in that one. Of course, so we taped this earlier, so if you're watching Thursday, Friday, we'll get you set up for the Tomah races on Friday. Same thing with lacrosse. It's the 200 lap 4 and 6 cylinder enduro. That's coming up on Saturday night. Straight stocks will be racing, and we're going to be crowning a minivan champ, the first actual division champ to be crowned in 2019. When we come back, I'm going to show you some of these exciting races from the Tomah Sparta Speedway. That's next.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, race fans, Simmers Racing KQEG TV brought to you by Billy Dog Niles.
Hey, brought to you by, of course, Big Boar Barbecue, our title sponsor. Once again, voted #1 barbecue in La Crosse and best caterer in La Crosse. Got a Carey Heating and Air Conditioning. It's starting to get cooler out if you haven't noticed this week, folks. Time to get that heater checked out and get it all tuned up, ready for when it gets really cold there in October, November. You got to turn that bad boy on. Yep. We also got to thank fansarena.com for the cool threads that we got here. And, of course, Epic Media and Vinyl and Bag 40 Wraps for the great sign that we have back here. Could not put this program on without any of these partners, and we thank them so very much for being with us in 2019.
Two big races at the Tomah Sparta Speedway last weekend. Of course, we had street drags at the La Crosse Speedway, which I had a good time going back doing those on Saturday. The 6-shooter event, of course, there was double the money. If you led lap number 8 and won the feature, there was some bonus cash out there. We're going to show you exactly how this thing ended up on lap 8. The ending was even better.
Oh, Speedy shot, holding on there in turns 1 and 2, as DeLapp will pull away and lead this one. Off of 4, it's Justin DeLapp Senior looking for a second feature win of the year. Then it's Murphy. Then it's a log jam. Shot, Bartles, and Fry. Boy, look at the horsepower racing up front. Everybody wants that extra $80 right off the bat. DeLapp says, come up and try to take it away from me.
And the others are saying, challenge accepted.
Fry in front of Schott. He'll take to the second position. Schott back to third, Moore fourth. Tied up right now for fifth. Murphy will get it, pulling away from Al Bartles.
Gotta tell you, Dan, DeLapp Senior's car is really hooked up tonight.
Cheeto Hessig is struggling in the 31 tonight. He's going to win out here this year. He was one of those that could have contended for that first chunk of cash. Burbach as well. Burbach had a good heat race until he messed it up earlier. He knew it too. Back up front, it's Fry and DeLapp. 5 laps scored, 10 to go. Fry, DeLapp, Moore, Schott, and Bartles. Man, this field is completely spread out. 6 laps now scored, 9 to go. 2 laps for Fry to collect the first piece of change. Looks like he may be wrestling it with Matt Moore for the remainder of the race. Moore is on a rail, and he's coming strong.
Say, Matt Moore might just have something to say about that $80.
Well, 1 more lap to go, and Dan Fry is going to take home some change. Fry is trying to set the pace to take home all the money tonight. We're halfway home. Dan Fry takes home the first $80. Can he take home the other $80 from TACU Credit Union? DeLapp is back to third. Schott still fourth. Bartles still running fifth. Sixth is Burbach. Battling it up for seventh and eighth is Cheeto Hessig and Tim Murphy. Then you've got John Clausen. Clausen almost hit the wall coming off of 2. He was on a rail. $5 to go. Again, Moore still trying to reel in his buddy Dan Fry. Moore's got it down to a car. Now 3-car advantage for Fry. Fry is so much quicker on the corners, but Moore is so fast down the front and back straightaways.
I have a feeling this is going to come right down to the wire, Dan.
Moore trying to reel in Fry. 2 to go with $80 on the line, and that means a lot to these drivers. Moore going to try to go to the outside of Fry. Bumper to bumper. They're going to go across the stripe. White flag is in hand. 4 left turns it up front straight remain. DeLapp running third, but here comes Bartles. Checkered flag is in hand. Bumper to bumper. Rotors are red. Checkers are black and white. Fry goes around and around off of turn 4. So we are going to find out, folks, who the actual winner of that race was. Well, your feature race winner is going to be Al Bartles.
Wow.
Moore and Fry made contact, and Al Bartles has been ruled the race winner. So Dan Fry is going to go down and pick up his $80 check from TACU. Bartles is going to go down and get the other 80 and ring the victory bell.
That's my boy Al Bartles right there, folks.
What a way to end that thing. These are the two biggest, best friends racing in the state of Wisconsin. It's both Moore and Fry. Fry takes the first $80, and then Moore unintentionally takes him out in turn 4. Al Bartles like, thank you.
Al Bartles has the horseshoe. Oh, that's so cool to see Al win a feature.
Like a thief of the night, he wins.
Al, listen, I've never given him a nickname. I wonder if it should be like Cha-Ching.
No, his name has been for years. It's always been Steady Al Bartles. That's just what they called him.
Like
So
the thieving or something dark, like the cold black heart that Penguins got right here.
call it Powerball.
I like that, too. Powerball. So that's going to finish that race. The modifieds, nobody steps away from Brad Wilds.
No.
Nobody steps away from Paul Brown. Keenan Shaw did.
Yeah.
That's next.
You want barbecue, but she doesn't? What do? Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We know not everyone wants barbecue. That's why we feature so much more, like our fried chicken, Philly steak sandwich, meatloaf, great burgers, salads, wraps, and more. So keep feasting the family, stop in and try something from our extensive menu. It's so much cheaper than a divorce. Big Boar and more, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Yeah, it's a mouthful.
American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning is built to a higher standard, so you can focus on the problems in your life that actually matter.
Hey, Dave.
Like giving Jeff his ladder back before he takes it back. Or where to put the food when you both get the groceries. Or the doggy door that just became a raccoony door. Whatever you're worrying about, it won't be this. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, built to a higher standard.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your 2018 American Standard Building a Higher Standard Award winner. Call Carey today for your free estimate.
Welcome back, race fans. Simmers Racing KQEG TV as we show you some flashbacks to last weekend at the Tomah Sparta Speedway. Next weekend, this whole program is going to be loaded with 4 cylinders and 6 cylinders doing a 200-lap enduro at the La Crosse Speedway.
Are we going to show some of that on this show?
Oh, that's going to be a lot next weekend. There's always crashing. There's got to be at least 15 wrecks in a 200-lap enduro.
Who's going to be running the jam truck?
Probably your dad.
Oh, no, Dad won't do that.
They should let your dad, either that or Boone's Farm.
Dad's like 77 years old. Dad don't need that.
I think I can see Boone's Farm doing that. Also next weekend, we're going to be showing you the street stock feature racing and the championship of the minivans.
Yeah, the minivans, it's Stanfield pretty much has it wrapped up, but 2nd through 4th or 5th, I think it is. Tight race right there, so that's going to be a fun race to watch come feature time.
And Jake Chalmers, of course, wants to really put a nail in his coffin when he comes to nailing down that 6-shooter street stock class at La Crosse Speedway. as they head into Fest. The Modifieds, going to be a big show. They came back to Fest last year. They've had some great shows at the Tomah Sparta Speedway
yes, they
and
have.
some other various tracks. If you know the name of Paul Brown, Brad Wilds, you know, you've got the Flying Finlander.
Did we have Paul Brown on the show this year?
Yes. We had Paul Brown on the show this year. You don't just walk away from these guys from a race. You just don't do it. Enter the number 11 of Keenan Shaw.
Off of turn 4, Speedy Lemons has the green. Let's try it again. Keenan Shaw again tries to peel away from the field. He'll hop in front of DeVito. He'll lead into turn 3 off of 4. Keenan Shaw will take home lap number 1. DeVito, Wilds and Brown right behind. Quinnell drifts back 2 positions. He'll find Wilds on the outside rail. Darren Zalo finds an opening. Zalo, the toughest task of the night to try to win this one from the back with all that horsepower in front of him. Keenan Shaw, the only Pontiac Banshee out there. Trying to step away from the field. Larry DeVito trying to run in his tracks. Paul Brown gets some new line, clean air. He'll run 3rd, Wilds to 4th. 5th is going to be either up to DeVito or Quinnell. Got 2 battling up front. Brown versus Wilds. A little bit of a love tap there in the corners. And 3 battling for the back row. Some good racing out here tonight. Darren Salo gets his modified fixed and ready to go, but he cannot get out of the back row. For Keenan Shaw running a part-time schedule, the Shaw's Auto Savage Pontiac Banshee. Be a big win for the 11 machine if he can hold it down for the next 8 laps. Again, Quinnell and DeVito still door-to-door for the number 5 position. Halfway home, says the cross sticks. Keenan Shaw is pretty much checked out of this one with a sparking 3. It's been a while since somebody has put the dusting on Paul Brown and Brad Wilds. And Keenan Shaw is doing it right now. Nice looking purple number 11 machine across the stripe. 3 to go. Still, this battle for the back rows between DeVito, Quinnell, and Salo. Oh, here we go! DeVito spins wildly heading into 1. He'll take Darren Salo with him. And the caution will come out. Keenan Shaw, the last thing he wanted to see was the caution. DeVito, a wild ride heading into 1, just collected Darren Salo, who survived it. You can see the fluid down there on the track, and what a restart this one's going to set up. The 6, here's the 1 to go. Now, Rick Porter, that's the last thing that Keenan Shaw wanted to see was a yellow. Can he keep up the velocity?
We'll find out in 4 laps.
Brown and Wild's going to be chomping the bit. DeVito looking for his first win of the year. Let's find out what happens. Green, 4 to go. It's going to be a lot tighter of a finish than what we were seeing earlier as the top 4 darn near nose to tail. 3 laps remain. With the pass, here comes Brown. They're both. He and Wiles are going to put DeVito to the outside. Back to 4th he goes. Quinnell sees the door open up. 2 laps remaining. Right now the battle is going to be for a second place podium finish between Brown and Wiles, possibly Quinnell. DeVito from second to the trunk just like that. The white flag is in hand, 1 to go. Another first-timer here at the Tomah Sparta Speedway. Checkered flag is in hand. How about this? Race winner is Keenan Shaw. Brown second, Wiles third, Quinnell fourth.
First of all, Keenan Shaw, where did this guy come from? Holy cow.
And he's been out there a couple of times this year. I've never seen him race like that this entire season.
Like we talked about back in the first segment, DeVito with that motor pretty much igniting and blowing up all over the place.
The oddest thing about that, folks, is if you remember when Andy Moore qualifying this year blew his motor up, he gets the green flag, pull 1, 2, 3, there goes the motor. Smoke all the way around. When DeVito blew his motor up, not a hint of smoke anywhere. It was one of the quickest, all 8 pints.
That's because you said it blew such a big hole in there. There was nowhere, nothing could hit an exhaust pipe to smoke up. So
that was incredible. So it took a lot of track drying and clean up, and the guys got back out there and put on one heck of a race. So that's going to do it for this week's program, being brought to you by
Big Boar Barbecue, Kerry Hegan Air Conditioning, fansarena.com, Epic Vinyl and Media, and Back 40 Wraps.
You see that? You got him so trained that he said Fiends would have his arm jumped because he was going to show the patch. That was pretty good.
All right, you ready, Paul?
All right, 1, 2, there we go. All right, we'll see you next week here on KQEG TV.
You've been watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV with Dan the Voice Diker, Billy Doc Niles, and Paul the Statman Riker. Brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem, in La Crosse on 3rd Street downtown and George and Gillette Street. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Kerry Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialist, serving the La Crosse area since 1929. Kerry Heating and Air Conditioning. Thanks for watching Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.
Want to keep your employees happy? Buy them all lunch. Hi, Jerry here at Big Boar Barbecue. We cater lunches all the time for businesses big and small, 10 to 500. We can handle it. Give us a call and we'll help you figure out a great menu. Let's face it, good people are hard to find, so we can help you keep the ones you got. My grandpa used to say, you want to keep someone happy? Feed them barbecue. Big Boar Barbecue, Highway 16 West Salem.
Just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
And online at BigBoarBBQ.com.